Good morning, guys. KC versus TL first stand. It has begun, and I want to know how these teams actually did against each other. The comps they're playing, it's a pretty standard TL comp. I mean, APA has a limited pool, and he always goes back to these champs over and over and over again. So he's on Tristana. It's not really picked at all in the meta, to be honest. But for the game, it's not half bad. Like, Tristana can play into Jace, Aurora, and Ezreal, so not bad. The bot lane matchup, pretty even. It really just depends heavily on how well the Nautilus plays, actually. So Cork JJ has a lot of power in this game, and overall, they have a probably. I was gonna say they have more tools because they have Ornar and Maokai. So naturally on mid waves, they're very strong. But the enemy is also Ezreal and Aurora, so they're pretty slippery. So a lot of it's gonna be placed on how they play in between, or how they like retreat back in and out, right? Basically, it's gonna be a lot of in and out fighting for KC. They definitely should not just go all in right away. You're kind of just waiting for the right moment. And for TL, yeah, I mean, like if they catch you, the CC layer, you're dead. That's it. Nothing else to it. So, yeah, there's also no lane swap. I think this is where there's no lane swaps anymore, right? It got nerfed, so that's also why they feel confident having the Jace.
For both regions, the most important best of three. It truly is. So much trash talk rides on this best of three.
So Kana has a lot of power in the game. Overall, Kana has a lot of power in the game.
Let's get right into it currently. We got 7 lanes, looks to me like lane swaps have been headshot.
And if Jace gets too strong, yeah, he can definitely also just one-shot the Triss, which is a problem. Playing for bot push is very important. And Umpty literally just cheeses this guy because they just don't ward this, right? That can't be real, right? So he did see him. But this is not really great for Rell, because Rell's losing XP. Yeah, he lost his flash because he's just sticking his head out. So I get why he did this, but at the same time, like, it hurts Umpty, but it hurts Ezreal a lot. And I mean, Ezreal should just wait. Like, you're gonna drop CS, just accept it. Like, I don't know why he has to lose his flash for this. Like, that was pretty stupid.
Ezreal will get to and should be fine from there on out. The fact that Umpty effectively wastes a lot of time is going to feel rough, but because of that payoff of the flash, I think it's as if he would have gone for a cheating off the left, right? Still get the summon.
Plus, honestly, it wasn't like that much of a discrepancy in time. Well, it wasn't investment in time because the Yike walked all the way down there as well. It's not the crazy, jungle dip. As you can see already, Umpty immediately just went to his blue side, and he could clear from his blue side.
And Yike didn't want to stay on bot side because he had no more camps left besides Krugs, so yeah, he went back towards top. So they're both on top side, which is advantageous for Yike. Nice. Advantageous for him, right? Because he has the Jace push. Poor impact, but he has a health pot and he has biscuits.
So all he gave away was the fight on the big raptor, and he was able to steal away all of Yike, so not too shabby.
Kana having this much pressure, something that goes back to T1 days, right? This is why he was the guy back in the day, playing up until 2021, was a single game away from making it to Worlds Finals back then on that T1 roster, and it's always been at the early lane phase that has been a very consistent strength in the past, had issues with converting that to a consistent mid-game.
Course taking base, and we have Grubs in a minute. I gotta say, I really don't. I think the only thing I don't like is I don't like the scoreboard being in the top left, because I can't. I'm not paying attention to it up. Like, I want to look above, not top left. Like, that's like a really far reach for me to look at.
Because Umpty has been so meticulously tracked, right? Yes, very substantially. Then I think that this.
So did they? So Cork canceled his base.
I think with experience,
they have good vision.
I think that this is one of the things
Impact is down 17 CS, so he's getting ran, but that's kind of expected. Should have known better. There's always a chance from the play for that. If that hit him,
pixels away from finishing off close there. 2 stacks, maybe
he actually might be dead. So there's one interesting thing, and I'm curious to see how TL plays around this, because there's heavy dragon priority for KC and in EU for the playoffs. So how does TL see that? And yeah, like, naturally, like, the way KC plays is like they go and they fight the dragon when the other team contests it. Even if the Grubs was free, like, take it this way. Look at Yike. Yike has his top camps up. His bot lane has the base. Why would you ever go for this? like even your mid's on base. Like there's no reason to go for this besides just I don't want them to have dragon. This is up, and your top laner is massive. Massive. I don't know if this is mana or X. I think it's XP, right? It's supposed to show XP though. Surely it's mana actually. I don't know. I actually don't know. But regardless, like he should play for this. He should play for the grubs in the top side. Like it makes the most sense. Like this Ezreal's on base. Rel's gonna do nothing. Rel could literally run up here and be poised with this. This is theirs. It's theirs. It's their advantage on the map. Even despite the Ezreal like this happening to Ezreal, this is their advantage on the map. And Rel could also just go down and get a ward too first. But we waste all this time, which does nothing. Oh, it's mana. It's not XP, it's mana for sure, because he's just coming from base. Okay, makes sense. So Jace also has the base as well, but he has TP. And yeah, I mean, we could have just been on this already. Rel's a little bit late, no wards in bot. Ezreal can't do anything because he lost his flash. Kana's still running this guy. We got the grubs, but the grubs come way late, way later. And Core just sits in the bush, and this is why Core is better than so many other supports. He understands you can just have to sit in the bush and literally not move. Like, it's incredibly obnoxious, but like so many players think you have to do more than you actually have to, and yeah, he just gets it. So they're playing for the jungle again. And they're just trying to use their bot lane advantage. He's dead. And this is actually so much worse because they know Varus is 6. This is why they're fighting. Varus is level 6. So, and I like what you look at AP8 is doing. He leans to the right. There's a pink here. If Aurora goes on this, then APA will jump on him. And overall, he's just doing a good job at defending the play from Aurora. Like Aurora should just start walking around if they really want to contest this. Aurora's walking all the way around. And if Aurora's in the play, which she could actually, maybe they can one-shot him, and then it's good. But like I said, like I mean, here comes the Verisar, and Ezreal, what the hell is he gonna do? And now Vladdy gets screwed over because he ended up shifting but in the wrong way. And TL's just playing solely off the bot lane. Because look, APA drops the wave. Like he literally is dropping the wave to ensure this play is a guaranteed win for them. Regardless if Maokai dies or not, they will win the play because of Varus 6. And then they put their dual lane in mid first. That's interesting actually, because they just got a heavy lead in bot. And I think they're doing this because of the Triss space is offset, and Vladdy's overstayed another wave to push. So now he is stuck on the map until he TPs, which should be that set, right? And the Ezreal's already bought. So they're gonna push another wave. He's not gonna TP. So they're not gonna try to fight this because Rel is off base as well. Grubs in a minute. And they're chilling. And the Triss can play into the Ezreal, because the Ezreal's not very strong. So they're pretty happy. Like, they again have a good set of lanes. And yeah, like I said, Impact is getting grand, but like, that's pretty expected. You have a quality Jace player, yeah, you're gonna win against Warren. General Umpty. And so this is Kana's first mistake. Because Kana's been left isolated for so long. TL pops into bot side to threaten them, right? You threaten them, okay, you're like, never mind, not for me. He shoots straight top, even though Drag's coming up, Grubs is coming up. And Kana just kind of doesn't think about how he needs to just fish for a base, so he's ready for Grubs. Like yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have TP yet, so that's an error by Kana. That's just like base error. And if you look at what happens to bot lane, Ezreal loses mana, faster, and so he wants to be present for these grubs. So now Triss can just stay bot and hit, and she has TP.
This is ideal TL strat from when they were at their peak last year.
So they took one, and that's good enough. That's all they wanted. They didn't overstay, they took one. One grub. Dragon's coming up, and he actually has... interesting. Umti is padding up. I wonder if the idea is that because they're in this area, are they worried about an overload of the tower? This is not a good match for Triss based on items.
Just because of the Maokai, because the fact that the Tristana is so hard to reliably lock down. If you don't find, if I'd say the dragon that I think they should be looking towards now, only one item spikes are starting to get through.
So KC doesn't actually know what Maokai did, so but they are starting the drag, so they are a little quick on it, which is good for them. So they do secure it. So I guess TL just didn't want to contest this at all. Which is interesting because Impact is back in lane top, but it's because they don't have ultis, right? Surely, yeah, it's probably because they don't have Ornn ult, and so they didn't really want to go for it. And the Aurora started shifting. They knew the Aurora would have first push, the Jace would have first push, the Triss needs the base. Yeah, okay. Everything that they're doing on the map, I guess everyone just communicated it's not contested. Like, we need our bases, it's not going to be doable. Which I guess is fine, right? In the end of the day, if this is like what it is what it is. But then that means like, after you take this first grub, the Triss can always find a base. Always. To be ready. Matt Varus is very strong.
They had Tristana for APA. They had him split pushing early on.
Personally,
they're one of the teams
Triss should have found a base sooner then. I think that's the issue. I think Triss should base, come back. Maybe she doesn't have first item. It is what it is.
Huge value out of the turret plates while they
so much more
but she gets canceled here too. So she was trying to base, but she literally gets canceled. Man, dude, that's so annoying because they can definitely contest this. Even without Ornar, the Maokai is like coming up just in time for it. And regardless, yeah, I mean, they can win it.
Not even a lead, even if it was even, I think TL gonna have a much easier time.
Which is why you can see the commitment down to stop dragon stacking. You know, they don't want TL to have
but it is okay.
Dragon Soul super early on. So
because whatever the case is, TL views that it's not like a guaranteed win, I'll say that. It's not like they're guaranteed to win the dragon fight. It's just that they have an opportunity to get something from it. If they play it right, they have an opportunity for sure to get something from it. And they have better poke. Well, in some degree, they have better poke than any team to kind of slow play it. But like I said, they don't have to feel rushed to do it. They don't. So, from all the games I've watched leading up the first stand from LEC, LCK, LPL, the team that always is just moving through mid just absolutely dominated the game. Like, it was awful. Like that, this is just really hard to do anything. And so it's gonna require the Jace, most likely require the Jace or the Aurora to drop their wave and go through mid and like overforce these guys. But then you'll drop the side wave possibly, which is the downfall. But it is what it is. Like, that's just like how they have to maneuver it. Like the Jace humping the Ornn, like once he pushes the wave, he needs to go mid. He needs to run mid, and he should be playing on this wave here. Like, the Jace should be walking up here, and they should feel confident to take the fight. If Ornn TPs, run away. It is what it is, right? But, like, you need to do something like this that pulls the Ornn away. If you don't, and you just keep trying to get self-advantage against the Ornn, it's not going to do much. So, APA, when he did this, okay, it's interesting because I understand why he R'd at first. I'm like, the R puts you further away. But he's trying to deny this guy to get the edge, the transport away. And it was not a bad idea. And then these guys are late to respond on bot because they're late because they can't respond on mid. Jace took top because he stayed versus shifting for the mid situation. And we'll just see if this is how the game's gonna be played. Because I'm sure as Impact, if he's the one who's just like, yeah, go ahead, Jace, keep doing it. He doesn't care. To be honest, he doesn't care. He's like, my team is benefiting on the map, and you're not really doing much. This is like the best case scenario for me. Like, I'm an Ornn down like 20 plus CS, down 5, like, not 5 plates, but like down like 3-4 plates, tower, and I'm the one, and my team's just winning the game, and you're doing nothing. Yeah, I'm winning. So now this is where it changes up a little bit, because so the Maokai's on base, so Yeon can't really contest the wave, right, yet, and so Core during that time ran to bot, and that's because he saw the Rel. Herald's come up in 15. I'm curious if they even have to defend bot this way, because Core could just stick around mid, and then they could just reinforce the top side, and they'd be fine. They don't have TP though on the Triss, so I wonder if the idea is, can we hold the fort on top side, fish for a play down here, and offset this TP disadvantage? I think that's what they're trying to do. And then what's weirder to me though is that then these guys want to answer the Nautilus, but technically they could just run up, because if the Nautilus if they saw the Nautilus and the Triss is down here without TP yet, you could strong arm the Herald.
For KC, basically everyone can be a threat in a long enough fight. As
but since these guys committed this way, this is super weird. This is so weird. This is the weirdest play I've seen so far. Because I don't know why Impact TP. I really don't know why Impact decided to just... Oh, did they see...
Turning back on AP, knowing that Core is waiting over the wall. The knock will still hit, but a nice chunk out to start things off. Targamas now chasing down AP.
Did they see the TP on? Maybe...
Turning back on AP, knowing that Core is waiting over the
no,
wall.
he TP'd first. But if Ornn is TPing low-key, why does Aurora TP? This is actually the rookie in TP. Because for me, if he goes... Like, imagine if he doesn't do this. He would have pushed this out fully. We take the Herald. We're chilling on mid. Yeah, they get bot, but like, it is what it is. I don't really care. Over the wall, the knock will still hit, but a nice chunk out. And they didn't really trust how strong Jace was going to be in that situation, so like he was perfectly fine, and now they lost that opportunity to push out top. He does take the turret. I mean, that's the upside that Aurora TP. Like they did take the turret. Dragon's coming up, and I think that's why TL's not committing to the Herald. They're like, no. Like Dragon's coming up. Let's not do this. Like we could start it, but then we'll definitely lose the Dragon. I'm doing the red. I mean, the red was a terrible idea. I mean, that was really not necessary. That can't be good. And Yike's like always starting the Dragon on the spot, but he's losing mid control. So like he's rushing the drag again, versus them using the Aurora like to, because the Ornn has no TP, by the way. They should fight on this wave as 4 and be good.
Get that outer tower gold.
If they will grab that money, nice injection and gold to the field. Really good game right there quickly. Teleport is available.
But they don't. So he ends up just getting randomly caught.
Pretty easy to take this buy down. No one else is in the area. Flashes
oh my god. That's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. The Impact's pretty happy. He actually got a kill, and it's good for him to get a kill still. And he lost his flash.
And it feels like I understand why KC felt this is why he actually pushed up hard. The cohesion of TL should be on a different level, right? The fact that Impact is already in position to look for the punish there. The fact that once you get any point CC, you do die. Like against a TL pump, there's just too much lockdown.
Okay, he's just rank, all comes down to this rail. And it's here on the side. Ulti not quite available. Very hard to fight for Viper. The artist can will give up.
I mean, they get the Herald.
There's just too much lockdown.
Okay, he's just rank, all comes down to this.
already
So Jace always has push, right? So he's like, he's able to take like big resets and everything.
There's just too much cooldown.
Okay, Visa strength, welcome down to this.
And Aurora starts dipping. She doesn't have TP. And Ornn doesn't have TP. What?
Concede. Will give up. Very hard for them to fight for space. It looks like Team
Why did the
Liquid
Triss TP that way?
set up on the side. Ulti not.
Also, this Herald is quite
cohesion
obviously
of those
gone, right? Like when they ended this play,
To make that
Call out, because how many
they're all
times
basing,
that
right?
can flame if
And so
we
like
see
you could play for the Herald. If you wanted to try, you could have tried to play for the Herald. Impact pushes one wave bot,
Of like, I understand why.
and then he starts moving. But the problem is you don't have Ornar, you don't have Maokaiar, and they didn't use any ultis. So it's kind of like you're probably never gonna go for this anyways, right? And APA does the next wave, rightfully so, and he should still move up for the next wave to draw attention. And since Aurora moved, which they kind of know she did, because all of a sudden she's not on the wave and she's not catching this wave. So if that's the case, then she's shifting, which means we just don't contest mid and we just take it cleanly. But it's a good pick by KC. I just don't know why they TP Triss bot, to be honest. It's very weird. So they got mid turret off TL's mistake. That's definitely a team's mistake. That's not just like Yeon making a mistake on mid wave. Like literally Maokai is here too. They're trying to cheat the wave together, so it's a team mistake. That can't happen. Wait, that can't happen. Because they obviously TP bot, which means that they probably are gonna play into bot. And somehow, I don't know how, Yike is getting caught. The Jace is here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kana died, and he TP'd, and Maokai didn't die. We need to see a reaction to that. So I guess also TL did this play because they knew Otacon was coming up, so they wanted to place the Triss on bot side now, get the Ornn base, so then he comes back. Because he's coming from base, I think. Ornn. So he got his health back, or whatever the case is. Let's see. Yeah, he based. Yeah, he based. Yeah, he got his mana back. So he got his mana back.
Okay, Sid, take another look here. It's
And he just didn't expect it. He literally didn't expect them to just be through bot.
these traps that have been the biggest
Really?
difference maker, right? So many times it feels like
They're just not used to playing against a team who actually just like moves this way, I guess. Ooh, nice ulti APA. Any position the right way. Yeon, there's Yeon to pick it off, and they get Otacon. Now they have Otacon. They have... Ornn is 166 CS, which is like 2 items, like he's fine. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, the play that KC pulled off in mid lane, well, let's take a look at this one. Ulti going in, part of the body block, buffer on the way out as well. Good move to make sure Mouse gets top, maybe mid lane, and why Yeon did burn ulti. KC kind of out of fuel to start this one. That's cool, strong.
Then we got the next drag spawning up.
Big thing here to point out as well, as gold mentioned earlier, Ornn upgrades coming through with impact from 14, so essentially 2k gold more worth of stats going team, but on top of a pretty small goldie. I have completions as well. The good news for KC,
They have pretty good control.
the champion in the game, relative to other picks, can outvalue some of the gold difference, but not if his back keeps getting cancelled. TL just taking all of these little advantages. This has to be infuriating KC. It certainly does. And I would have to say, one of the big things that brought them success in their play in mid lane was the Vladdy flank around behind Yeon in the previous one. Like, if they're able to get, you know, a good initiation, like you're saying, onto that back line, and they're actually the ones getting flanked here, since TL want to use their GAs.
Okay, I need to see how this plays out, because the Ornn's on a natural shift. They pushed out the sides, and they got the sides because
But actually
why?
doing that, when TL are looking to
Off in mid lane, well, let's take a look at this one. Ulti going in.
actually that they've been considering the respective
Shouldn't
scaling
Jace
strength.
shift on this play? I think Kana's kind of screwing the game up, because he should just shift over, especially when you see how like Ballings is like completely ruined. So why would you go the opposite way? Like, help this to help this.
And how straightforward the comps are played. I think that the KC comp, for what's worth, if you ever find enough angle, you
But he
pop one up,
doesn't.
I actually think this comp can have a lot of longevity. But actually doing that when TL are looking to get full map control.
And so now they get to push out mid again, and they're deep pushing bot. Maokaiar was pretty bad, especially with Dragon coming up. That's pretty bad. by Umpty. So the Ornn pretty much just somehow got top push over Jace. They don't have any push on mid, no push on bot, and now suddenly they have 2 deep pushes on sides, which lets them play 5-man on mid, which is the scariest thing that to happen. Cork gets his E, so Ezreal no E.
As they're actually the ones getting flanked here.
Maokai R is almost up.
Want to use their GAs.
I didn't think it would be up already. The Rel gets a fat R, and they have a ward on mid as a TP flank.
Blowing the horn. Targamas, the counter engage to try to get things kicked off. Already jumping to the backside is Yike, but he's getting torn down.
But the problem is that they have Otacon. So it's like,
one GA getting taken away. The false life off the board, 200 gold, but how many lives is it going to cost them?
Nice dodging by Umpty.
Decently tanky, living thus far. Gets out of range of the knockup crucially. Core still living, but Impact manages to take another. APA jumping, ready to reset.
Man, I mean, like, it's not a bad look by them, right?
Won't do much. Okay, Jan's back up from his GA revival, running straight for the dragon. With that victory, TL should be able to get the objective. Again, that's the bonus acquired by the Otacon. You want to force that play.
I don't know what to say. Like, it's a good pick. Like, it's like, you know, like, the opportunity is there. It does suck that Ezreal misses his Q, so actually his DPS drops a little bit. If he knew his realm was going to do this, he should just hold it. Like, just hold it, don't use it yet, right? And if the rest of his team knows that this guy's looking for this shit, like, I'd really like them to be like, just stay here. Like, try to bait them in a little bit more and go for it, right? If you need a flash, so be it, right? But it's hard to sell it. And then the Aurora TP comes through.
So much of the fact that as he goes for what I
look at the Jace. The Jace has like no effect in this fight. Like, look, he's not even in there yet.
I think they could have won this fight if it wasn't for a lot of their backline being slowed down by that Ornn. I think engage.
Well, yeah, the Ornn slowed them, but also like they were running away when the Rao was looking to go in. So they were never in position. Like, imagine the Jace Q comes through on everyone caught in that. And in the very, like, it actually could be a good fight for them. It could be, but they didn't execute it right away. And it's a very risky play anyways, because, I mean, they have Otacon.
Wasn't for a lot of their backline being slowed down by Ornn to the right, because the TP timing could have a little bit, there's definitely a window there, but instead, TL get a ton of value out of the combo. They stack another dragon, and KC still don't get the fight they're looking for.
Yeah, TL with their tanks were able to tank so many tower shots in that, they would get the extra kill as well. I'll just back around to those Raptors, by the way. That's his favorite spot in this entire game. Go take those away, he needs behind his sapling, but they can run in there when they can see 3 members of their team, it's like KC, like, but is there someone else? The mental edge and the vision edge, because again, the sapling is such a big part of Maokai. He's always leaving saplings behind there too. The extra vision for them really providing a lot, but TL, as JJ goes for a little bit of fun here in the river. So overall, this game, a story behind the diligence set up from TL, running on the expectations of KC when they talk to catch on D, and just being so consistent again, another all these things they talk about. Why? They get what they came for, which is the tier 1 mid lane tower KC. That is going to make it really hard, because I think for KC, the one point of real strength that we still have is Hana, as we saw earlier, has done the most damage of the game by pretty substantial margin. But Jason is
this is rough.
Even if he is strong, there's so much you see available. So
this is rough because these guys are just getting outplayed on the map. I mean, that's like the big thing. These guys are just getting outplayed on the map.
And if we go back to the reason why we're here, it all does come back
Part of it has to do with this Kana.
because you reveal so much with the first big buy. That's why a lot of people are not super big fans of throwing it that early. Jack definitely has had a rough time, but now he's trying to do the shadow push where he trails behind Kana. It doesn't look like APA is anywhere close though, so they aren't going to find anything this time around with their attempt sticking around just in case. And this is the angle. This is the pick we talked about, right? Kana maybe doesn't have enough damage on 100 That's why they spend a bit of time fishing rather than starting right, rather than focusing their elsewhere. As you said, it does not pay off. It does not really work out. Even though they stick around for 15, 20 seconds, DL happy to take that time, use that time to get mid cryo, and then start shifting down to the side. All right, let's see how dicey it gets. APA, again, spent all of last year for Team Liquid, split pushing inside lanes. A lot of it when they're running, they double carry comps. A lot of it with Tristana.
I mean, Baron is obviously pretty spooky because they have Varus Trist for DPS, and they have really, really good pull. And it's pretty hard to walk into them as well. It's like the worst situation for KC, because if the enemy team has good control over Baron, yeah, our comp is like pretty bad against that. And it's like what their comp wants to do. Their comp literally wants to strong arm Baron endlessly with the pull. And he's just dead. I mean, like, you can't even fault him because they need vision. And so, what are you supposed to do?
And the bait of Baron has been set up.
I mean, Aurora's spacing, by the way, which, I mean, like, we're fighting for this wave. I don't know why Aurora's spacing. Like, Aurora should just be here, ready to press R on everyone. And the route can't, like, oh, I mean, I get why he did it. I actually do get why he did it. But it was just very well played by TL and how they pulled this, and that is what their comp's good at. This is what their comp's good at. Yeah, they got it. Of course they got it.
Once again,
And then they have Baron, so of course they're gonna get Dragon.
When you're staring down now a Baron buff, as well as the Dragon Soul.
And they have Drag Soul, and I didn't even see Soul Stack. I actually did not even see the Soul Stack, dude.
Also, like, your Kalist, you're safe. The Soul, the Cloud Soul, you're getting run down.
I mean, guys.
But it's empty. The speedy Maokai on the backside.
Guys.
Finds yet another kill. Kalist forced to run.
Casey Soul incredibly split again. Desperation is scoring for this team in the big
What are
game.
they doing? Is that the game? I don't know what they're doing anymore. There's just a lot of shenanigans happening at this point. Yeah, this series, the game's gonna end. MVP. Oof. This is tough. I mean, someone in bot lane. Like, Core, for sure. Super good. Yeon, also super good. Worst player of the game? I mean, Yike did not have a good time. That's for sure. Funny enough, so it's not Kana, because Kana obviously got the lead, but then Kana didn't use his lead well. Kaliste screwed up his flash, and that, I mean, they ran him off that one mistake. They literally ran him off that one mistake. This guy did not do as good. Like, he was okay good. And the only okay is from the laning phase. He was okay. He was fine. He was not great. He was okay bad. Great. Really good. He was fine. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know. This was a pretty bad game by KC. A pretty bad game. And Yike is just slow to react on certain things. And like I said, they have a weird pull around Dragon. Like, they just really love Dragon, so I don't know. We'll see how the next game goes.